Welcome to Leeds United fans. My name is Philip and I'm joined by Luke yet again this week. Well, after losing to Chelsea, and we're disappointed, but we're not crying because we can't really. I know, well, the same old story up fucking front, with the lack of a goal threat as such. But overall, we matched them. Like we got caught from a set piece, but your man, from said before we were chatting before, your man for fan had jumped about 8 foot into the air, like so. It was just one of those things. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not overly disappointed with that.
yeah, because if we play like that against the lesser teams that we've got coming up, surely we've got to get a fucking something out of them. Like,
The thing is, we usually dominate possession.
hmm,
We usually dominate the chances. Some of them are going to go in. It's going to happen. I know that sounds like a wishful thinking, but we have the players to put the ball in the net. And once one or two go in, the confidence rises.
yeah, well, I think that's probably a lot to do with it now. It's just a confidence issue now more than anything at this stage because near the end, like we were all over them. Like Chelsea basically took off their entire attack and brought on defenders and midfielders just to stop us for the last 20 minutes. I think we were the away team.
Yeah.
So that kind of tells you what Chelsea's game plan was, wouldn't it?
I mean, the Leeds fans started chanting after they took the lead, 1-0 and you still look shit. And they do. They still look all that money spent. On paper, that is a cracking team, like unbelievable team, but they're dog shit. They really are.
The biggest
They
player for them
struggle
today was
today.
Fofana. He was a monster for them.
Yeah, their best player was a defender against a relegation threatened team with no strikers. Can't put the ball in the net, and still their best player was a defender.
He got the winning goal as well as stopped us from scoring. Like he was just
Yeah, he was good,
man
really good.
mountain back there today. Like
Yeah, yeah, he's a good player, but it doesn't bode well for them. I'd say that game bodes better for us than it does them.
if anything, it just takes the pressure off Potter. That's about it. Like
Didn't you say that he's got like a 50 million release clause though?
yeah, it's
Like,
come out like if they sack him, they're going to have to pay him 50 million.
who the fuck's idea was that?
God, because he's on a 5 year deal apparently, and it's whatever the money he's on. So 50 million of a fucking payout if he let him go. Shut up, dog. Dog and his sister and the kids and stuff are here, and so are the dogs. Stop.
I-
Over
50
there.
million though. I mean,
That ugly fucking bastard of a dog. Yeah, 50 million for Potter. Like, so if no matter what happens with him, he's set up for the rest of his fucking life and his kids'
oh yeah.
lives and his grandkids' lives.
Stop looking so haggard, man. You've hit the jackpot. Just retire after let get be so bad they fire you and then retire.
Jesus Christ, retiring with 50 million in your 40s, like, that'd be all right, wouldn't it?
Be all
We'll
right.
kind of touch on the overall of the players. Like, Firpo, what the hell has
Oh,
happened?
he's very good. He's
What has
very, very
happened?
good.
He's one of our best players now. It's amazing. Like, he got Sterling in his pocket today, outside one stupid foul earlier in the game. But other than that, he didn't put a foot wrong.
Defense and attack.
Yeah, he was getting the ball forward, and
Just a running the game is all he's needed. He looks mint.
Koch and Wobber are both very solid at the back.
Ailing again, nothing wrong there.
Meslier didn't do anything wrong. Like he was pulled off a few nice saves, and that one was just the corner just
Nearly got an equaliser.
exactly, yeah, right at the end. Got a diving header in. Wouldn't that have been mental? Like Jesus, would have been lovely, but unfortunately not to be. McKennie and Adams weren't great in the first half, but as the game progressed, they got better,
They were kind of crowded out. Like you say, Chelsea just filled that midfield, and there's nothing they could really do.
which was unusual. Like because I would have myself put in Rocca and Adams and McKennie over Harrison myself personally.
Yeah, maybe he saw what the game was going to be like, though. Maybe he knew what Chelsea would probably do.
Well, Harrison didn't do awfully bad, to be honest. Like we've said before, he had a few shit crosses, but he had a free kick that wasn't too far away. He set in a few nice balls. There was Aronson was trying as well too. Like he was giving us
No,
his
no,
all.
really
Like
good effort. Yeah, no lack of effort from any of them.
well, even Rutter was trying his best, but he was just crowded out. There was three centre backs around him all times.
Needs to use too many touches from Rutter. That's my only complaint about him at the moment. He'll take three touches when two will do.
Overcomplicates it a bit.
Yeah,
Somerville played well. I thought he was
yeah, he
trying
did.
his best. Like, but
He
that,
ran ragged in the second half.
that was the thing though. We had three attackers, and they had all, and most of the time when we were in attack, they had five defenders. So it was like, Chelsea just set out to stop us playing today, really, didn't they?
Which isn't a good look for a team like that. Like
And
that's not going to go down well with their fans.
that's the first time I've seen your man Enzo playing for them.
Oh yeah.
If Roger is a 36 million forward, he's definitely not a 120 million midfielder.
I mean, let's be honest. We can't criticize Chelsea there because we've both made an expensive signing that is not fucking worth it.
Well, Chelsea have made loads of expensive signings. Like you remember, Modric wasn't even playing today.
Now he didn't get off the bench.
He didn't even come on. Like so. Jesus. Well, it was nice to see young Joseph or Joseph or however you pronounce his name getting a bit of a run out. Because we've got to try him now because with Rodrigo out for another few weeks, Bamford is fucking injured again. Rutter is a 20-year-old kid we've signed from Hoffenheim 3 or 4 weeks ago.
I've said this in jest a couple of times, but I'd really like to see Luke Ayling play up front.
Just stage now, man. It's getting to the point where we're nearly getting to the point where we need to just try something completely different.
We've got Christensen that can play at right back, and he is a good player.
Hmm.
I don't know, just for half an hour in a game, let's try it because he's got a good shot. He can
Hmm.
head the ball. He's pretty quick, and he's more mature than all the young lads up front.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'd have tried it against Fulham. I'd have tried it against Fulham. I really would. I've been saying it for weeks, and I'm kind of half-heartedly. But the more I think about it, because of our situation, we've got kids up front. All they want to do is, yeah, they're great runs, lots of step overs, but
Hmm.
there's no final product. I want to see Ayling tried up front.
Like the whole FIFA tactics back in the day when you were chasing, you were trying to get a game, and you put a big centre back up front
Yeah,
just to get the ball into him, just to try and get a header on it. Like
yeah. I just,
it sounds like in theory it sounds mental, but it's been done in the past. Like there was a I know there was definitely one team in the past that they used to bring on a centre back and put him up front if they were
oh yeah,
in trouble.
yeah. I
I
can't
can't
think who it
remember.
is, but it rings the bell.
Yeah, it was
And
somebody in England anyway.
I think Ayling's the guy to do it with.
Firpo started off as a striker.
I could try Firpo. Got a goal last week.
Well, I wouldn't take him out of left back now. Firpo's doing very well there, but
It's true. Can't see Stroik getting back in.
no, 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 not a
No.
hope. Firpo's that position nailed down now, and Wobber and Cock, you're not dropping. No way.
And again, defensively, we look good.
We had them. We had them in our pockets. They had no real clear cut chance outside of when they caught us on the set piece. But other than that, I can't remember them ever
They,
really.
they hit, they hit the crossbar in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, that was
They,
your
they
man.
did look dangerous first 20 minutes.
Hmm.
But after that, nah.
So they have no real setup up front. They have no number nine or anything. It's just
Oh, they're in the same position as we are with strikers. They don't
hmm,
have any. Well, they've got Aubameyang,
never,
but
never even brought him on.
they never brought him on, and they didn't put him in the Champions League squad. That to me says that Potter doesn't like him.
Hmm.
And if I was Aubameyang, I'd be like, well, fuck you then. You're not going to put. You've got no strikers, and you're not even going to put me in the Champions League squad.
He'll be off at the end of
Doesn't
the
work.
season. There's no ifs or buts about it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He'll
Free
end up
transfer.
at some free transfer. He'll end up at some mid-table German team or mid-table Spanish team.
He
I
is
think
cheap.
that's the way it's going for him.
PSG maybe.
PSG. Where does he fit in at PSG?
I just put him. That's the kind of player. But actually, PSG are under orders now to make big cutbacks.
Are they?
Yeah, yeah. Or actually, now that I say that, I'm after seeing something. And Barcelona have effectively got a transfer ban this summer.
I'll tell you where Aubameyang could end up. Somewhere like Marseille,
Yeah,
Lyon,
yeah.
maybe like a top end French team.
Or maybe even he'd end up with Ronaldo in Saudi Arabia for the big paycheck.
Yeah, maybe.
That's more realistic, I'd say, where he'll end up.
The only thing is that in the Saudi league, you're only allowed a certain amount of foreigners in your team, so they'd have to offload someone.
No, I wouldn't say they might be saying the exact same team, excuse me, but somebody else, like, because they're all got fucking
Oh,
shit tons
different
of money.
team, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ronaldo started banging the goals away out there.
I haven't really been following it now, to be honest. But sure, if he isn't, like, there's something wrong.
It took him a few games, but then he started banging in like 4 goals and 3 goals and stuff.
That's it now. He'll be
Yeah,
play out his career there and have a handy one and
yeah.
get loads of
It's a
money.
shame, though. It's a complete waste, and he's fucked his legacy.
Oh yeah, no harm. I never liked him. I've always thought he was a dickhead, so I'm happy to see him ruin his legacy. To be honest.
He does come across as a dickhead. We'd have still took him though if we could have got him.
Jesus Christ, they're taking anything at this point, but
Mirko Antonucci. I still want Mirko Antonucci. He's older. He's about the same age as me, but fuck it.
yeah, it's a weird one today now. I've gone away to Chelsea. I was hoping for a point. We
Yeah.
nearly got a point, and it's
So the
just
next game is Brighton, I believe, who have Brighton next Saturday at 3 at home.
well,
So I mean, Brighton have tonked someone today. Oh yeah, West Ham 4-0. So West Ham got that 4-0 win last week. I mean, in fairness, that works in our favour
hmm,
because West Ham are down there.
yeah.
But even Welbeck scored, so you know they've had a good day.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, they've given West Ham a right tonking, and they are eighth. That I mean, they are 3 points behind fifth. Fuck me.
Brighton have come on leaps and bounds under the new manager.
Oh yeah,
So be realistic about it. If we get a point at home next week.
point to be nice. I'm holding out for. I mean, I mentioned it last week. I'm holding out for that run of fixtures, which I'm trying to find.
Yeah, Crystal Palace and a few others.
Yeah. We've got 3 games on the spin at home. So after Brighton, it's Wolves away, then it's Arsenal away,
Hmm.
but then we've got Forest, Palace, and Liverpool all at home.
Well, that's not too bad.
No, no.
Liverpool have turned the corner, though, unfortunately, now.
If we can get a couple of goals in the next 3 games, get us confidence up. Not necessarily wins, although Wolves away is winnable.
Wolves are Jekyll and Hyde, like.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Arsenal. Did Arsenal get a draw today? They were 2-0 down. Arsenal at
God.
home. Oh no, they won. They got a late winner.
Who got it?
Oh, 97th minute. Fuck me, there's a name I've not seen for a while. So they were 2-0 down home to Bournemouth, Arsenal. Ben White got the equaliser. Oh, there's a player we could have done with keeping hold of. And then Reece Nelson with a 97th minute winner. Not seen his name for a while.
Hell, I forgot he was there.
He's out on loan. So Arsenal, they do concede. If Bournemouth can get a couple of goals away at them, then we can get a couple of goals away at them.
I suppose the biggest positive on our end is the fact that these teams all lost today again.
Yeah, another loss for Bournemouth, another loss for West Ham. Everton, I think, play tomorrow. Southampton, I'm not asked about because they are fucked.
Who was it that got bet by in the week? Grimsby, wasn't it?
Grimsby,
Fucking hell, Grimsby.
Grimsby, and the commentator when Grimsby went 2-0 up, they had the female commentator with the best comedy timing you've ever seen. She went, "Oh, those Grimsby fans can smell a cup upset now." And she paused just a little, and fish. Which I thought was fucking funny. No, I'm not worried about Southampton. Forest, in fact, is it Forest Everton tomorrow?
Not sure now, to be honest.
I think it is, you know. So what do we want there? A draw?
Forest Everton. Well, I want a Forest win.
Forest Everton, 2 o'clock.
Oh, I want a Forest win there all day. I want Everton fucking losing.
Yeah, because Forest. The thing is, though, Forest are 3 points ahead of us. But
I don't really consider Forest relegation candidates as such. I think
so
they'll,
you think
they'll be
you
in
think
there, but I don't. I think they just have a bit much because they've really improved their squad again.
they have?
Keylor
So you think?
Navas and fucking your man from Atletico Madrid, Felipe, and
Oh, Renan Lodi. Yeah.
yeah, they've just brought in great players like so.
So we're saying Southampton are down.
Hmm.
So you think it's
Bournemouth are
between
down.
you think Bournemouth are down as
I
well?
think they're screwed as well. Yeah.
I mean, they're on the same points as Everton, in fairness.
Hmm. But that's
So
because they had a
between
good start.
Bournemouth, Everton, us, West Ham, Leicester are only a point above West Ham,
Yeah.
and then it's Forest.
Well, it's a
Everyone.
we're definitely not dead
Everyone.
and buried, but we just have
Oh,
to
no.
fucking find a way to score a goal. And I miss Sinistera so much because he was definitely a goal scorer.
Oh, yeah. When's he due back?
Uh,
When's he due back?
they don't seem to tell us anymore, do they?
Well, he's always injured, isn't he? Comes back for a couple of games, gets another injury. I've said before he's going to turn into a flop signing, but it's not his fault.
He just can't get a run of games.
He
And
was
when he
brilliant at the start of the
and when he
season.
did get a run of games earlier in the season, he was scoring goals.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Somerville was on a hot run of form as well too, scoring goals until that fucking Cardiff game.
Yeah. True.
He's
But he's looking better though. Every game he's looking better.
I don't. I at this stage now, man. I know it sounds mental, but I would nearly go two up top with Somerville and Nanto
Be worth trying.
because they play very well as a unit. They seem to have a kind of a like I wouldn't go as far as I say a telepathic communication because that's no nonsense, but they always seem to know where the other person is. Like
It'd be interesting. So what are you saying? 4-4-2?
for 4-4-2, but not 4-4 traditional 4-4-2, like just the two in the middle and two kind of out a bit wide. You could put
So,
Harrison and Aronson out there, or Sinister if he was fit, or even fucking put Rutter out there because he's got pace to burn.
so you're thinking still the two American lads in the centre?
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to try Rutter on the right and Aronson on the left. Harrison come on as an impact sub. You've got Joseph that can come on as an impact sub.
Mm. Yeah, at this stage now, I think Willie Nanto might be our fucking secret weapon up front, and put him at number nine. And even if you're not playing like a traditional 4-4-2 with Somerville in just behind him, but they work together brilliantly as a unit. They need to be kind of. I think that's just my thoughts on it. That it'd be worth a try. Like
I suppose it's worth more of a try than putting Ailing up front. I'll give you that.
exactly, exactly.
No, I'd like to see that. They can both score goals.
Yeah, they can, and well, it's
I
up
think
to.
I think the next three games, Brighton, Wolves, Arsenal. I want because we're at home to Brighton. I want a point.
Hmm.
I would take a point from Wolves, but I would like to see us push for the win.
Hmm.
A point, as long as we don't get hammered by Arsenal, I won't be disappointed. What I really want from those three games, though, is some goals.
Just
Because if we can get some goals out of those games, get the confidence up, we've then got that run of three home games. I know Liverpool's the third one,
hmm.
but we beat them at Anfield, so we
Yeah,
can beat them at home. Get us confidence up in the next three games, and then if we can get 6 points from Forest at home and Palace at home, changes everything.
yeah, completely. And that, and we
Because
just
it's
have
still
It's a
There's
stage now.
still,
It's just that for the next few games, it's hoping everyone else around us does badly.
I mean, there's still 13 games to go.
Yeah, because the games coming up the next few now, they're tough games. Like they are tough games.
No.
Brighton, they're a tough team, and
Brighton are a very good team at the
and
moment.
Wolves can't score either, but they've got a really, really, really good defense. Like,
Speaking of Wolves, they played Tottenham today, and they won.
oh fuck, oh,
Traore, 82nd minute, 1-0.
oh shit. That's a Wolves win. Like that's it. They're going to score one. If they're not going to score two or three. Traore, the man that fucking Spurs were chasing after for a while, he came back to haunt them.
You know what though? It's fine because Palace lost again, and I can see Palace getting dragged into this.
Both they can because they can't score either.
They're
That-
dog shit. They're not
That's,
brilliant defensively, and they can't really score that many. I can see Wolves moving up, Forest moving up. I can see Palace getting drawn right into this.
there's a few teams in it yet, like and we have to be realistic about it. And the problem with them all, these teams are they just can't score.
Yeah.
Wolves can't score. Forest are hit and miss. Everton can't score. Southampton can't score unless Ward-Prowse scores.
If they didn't have Ward-Prowse, they'd be down already.
Yeah,
They'd have probably relegated them mid-season as a mercy killing.
I suppose the only big thing for us is that the season goes on a bit longer.
Yeah. And there's winnable games coming up.
We realistically could have 8 or 9 games with Rodrigo and Rutter and hopefully
Sinisterra.
Sinistera back in there.
Yeah.
And we shall leave it at that for this one. We're just kind of, we're neither up nor down on this one. We're just like, we deserved a point today. We didn't get one.
We did. Yeah, that's it. That's fair.
And even the commentators were saying on the game, like, from where we were watching on Sky Sports New Zealand, well, I was anyway.
Yeah, same.
They were all kind of saying the same thing. If you were a Leeds fan today, you couldn't feel too aggrieved for what happened.
Nah.
You got caught by a fucking set piece where a man can jump about 8 foot in the air, and you done everything but score. And we dominated the game for large parts. And near the end of the second half, we were all over them. Like for the first half and the second half, should I say, we were all over them.
Yeah, I'd say it bodes well. I do think, even though we've lost twice this week, I've seen things that are better. We're
Oh yeah,
doing things better. Now we need to start putting the ball in the back of the net, and it'll all slot in.
yeah. I like the fact that he changed the formation around against Fulham a few times, and he tested it out. And he went from the start today with 4-3-3, which is probably the one of the better ways our team can play. That 4-2-3-1 was killing us because we don't have. And again, we keep saying it. If only we had kept Click. I know he wasn't going to start every game, but in that creative number 10 role in behind,
I sent you the link. I know you're not going to watch it because it'll piss you off, but he scored on his DC debut and it was a fucking belter.
of course he did. Of course he did. That's why I didn't watch it. I was like, if I watch that, I'm going to get fucking annoyed.
Dream
Why?
team, him in midfield, Christian Benteke up front. Ooh,
Jesse Marsh, a fucking arsehole, like getting rid of Click because he can't run 100 fucking miles an hour. Like
yeah, I know. He's still
that'll,
got so much to offer. It's ridiculous.
that'll be his legacy now, potentially. Fucking letting go of Click, a man who can pick out a pass and create an attack.
I wonder what he'd have done today.
Huh?
I wonder what he'd have done today. I think he'd have been decent today, off the bench. Click.
Would have been a great. Oh no, yeah, man. He would have been a good option to bring on because he has a flick in him or he has something in him. Like
He's got a shot in him as well.
got a shot in him as well. Which is with the moment. Like sometimes I'm watching the play building up and I'm just like, just fucking shoot. Like just have a shot.
Yeah.
Like Adams
Some
had
of
a shot
them,
today for once, and he nearly curled it into the top corner. It just went wide.
Somerville and Gonto, and the commentator said it. Just shoot.
Hit the,
Somerville in one move could have shot twice. Just shoot.
hit the fucking thing, and then hopefully someone is there.
Yeah.
But the only one that really was annoying was when Aronson got around your man Koulibaly, and he got into the box, and he had the ball for about 3 seconds,
Yeah.
And he just had to. I personally, I wish he would have just hit it off Koulibaly for a corner,
Yeah,
but there was
lack of
nobody in there. There was
confidence.
nobody in the middle.
Lack of confidence.
Lack of
Couple
confidence.
of
A lot of kids.
couple of goals will sort that.
Yeah, and we will leave it at that for this one now. Like, share, and subscribe, and we will be back for the Brighton game, and hopefully, we just get a point out of that.
Yeah, let's hope for a 1-1 draw so we get goal.
Hopefully, man. We just need to fucking score a goal. Just get a win. Get a win. Like, I know we got one against Southampton, but we need another two or three.
My final thought for the day, and I'm putting this out there now with 13 games to go, so it's on record. Palace will get relegated this season.
Big shout.
I'm putting it out there.
But again, they can't score.
Southampton, Everton, Palace, Bournemouth to stay up.
Ooh, oh, that's a big call. Hopefully you're right. Hopefully you're right. As long as we're not in the fucking bottom three come the
I
last day of the
will.
season, and I don't care who goes up or stays down. Like, to be honest.
I will see you in 13 games.
We shall see.
I'll
And
put that.
thanks for watching. Cheers.